Katie Price and Carl Woods have collected their marriage license ahead of tying the knot in Las Vegas after touching down on Wednesday. The couple, aged 43 and 32, were seen holding hands as they headed to a local office to collect the affidavit of the application for marriage license ahead of marrying in Sin City amid Katie's recent controversies and rehab stint. In images obtained by The Sun, Katie was seen with Carl at the office before they were seen in a lobby where he sat on his phone while the model sipped on a drink from a cocktail glass just weeks after her drink-drive crash. It comes as insiders told Mail Online that Carl arranged the entire trip in a bid to boost Katie's spirits following her difficult year. A copy of the wedding license seen on the Clark County Clerk's website and confirmed that Price married Katie will be taking Carl's surname after the wedding. Of Carl surprising the star, a source close to the couple told Mail Online, Carl has been working in secret to make this trip happen for himself and Katie. From the beginning of their relationship they've wanted to get married and now is the perfect time for them to make it official. Katie has done the big white wedding before, and while this is Carl's first marriage, he wants their day together to be exactly what she's dreamed of, while he also sees the States as his second home. Katie was in shock after Carl told her hours before they were jetting off to Vegas and so they can finally get hitched, it's the distraction she's needed after months of upset. On Wednesday, Katie finally arrived in Vegas after she was thrown off her connecting flight from New York after refusing to wear a face mask. She shared a video with fiancé Carl in which she declared she's not partying in the city, just days after finishing rehab at the Priory. Katie previously wed second husband Alex Reid in Las Vegas in 2010 and 11 years later is prepared to head down the aisle with the Love Island star. Following the sighting, an insider told Mirror, "It's all systems go. Everything is now lined up." Mail Online has contacted Katie's representatives for comment. Prior to her wedding preparation, a fellow traveler on Katie's flight took to Twitter to allege that the star had been escorted off the plane after being asked, and subsequently refusing, to put on a mask 4 times. Despite the tweets, a source close to Katie insisted she chose to exit the plane as she had been speaking to her kids when she was instructed about the mask. Videos shared on Instagram showed Woods enjoying the sights of Las Vegas at around 5 a.m. local time on Wednesday morning, while Mail Online understands Katie was eventually let back onto a separate connecting flight. Katie's fellow tourist took to Twitter to share details of the alleged incident, writing, "At Katie Price just got thrown off our flight from New York to Las Vegas with her boyfriend. So annoying and embarrassing. Wear your bloody mask, was it worth it?" Apparently she was asked 4 times to put mask on and she refused when warned she would be taken off the plane. She said, "Go on then." They had no idea who she was. Carl looked mortified. "She said to me I didn't do anything. Matching cream tracksuits, so embarrassing." When she flew from London, Price was seen wearing a mask. On learning Woods had shared footage from Vegas on social media, the passenger added, "They wouldn't have, sick, flown by Delta. Lol. Apparently they're, sick, banned." It has yet to be confirmed which airline Katie was flying with from New York to Las Vegas, but Mail Online has contacted AA, Delta and JetBlue for comment. Katie's friend however disputed the claims, telling The Sun, Katie was on the phone to her kids so had pulled the mask down to be heard more clearly. She was just finishing up the call when cabin crew came over and told her she needed to wear the mask over her mouth. On the account from The Traveler, The friend went on, "Not true. She chose to exit the plane as she hadn't finished speaking to her kids. She just walked off and got the next flight out, there was no big drama." A representative for Katy declined to comment when approached by Mail Online. Earlier in the week, it was first reported that they are set to wed in the States, with insiders saying, they're madly in love and want to make things official as soon as possible. She wants to become Mrs. Woods as soon as she can. Katy, who has been engaged a whopping 8 times and married 3, became engaged to Carl in April after just 10 months of dating. She is mum to son Harvey, 19, whose father is Dwight York, Jr., 16, and Princess, 14, from her previous marriage to Peter Andre, and son Jet, 8, and daughter Bunny, 7, from her marriage with her third ex-husband Kieran. Last week, Katy completed her court-assigned rehab order following her car accident on September 28, after which she tested positive for alcohol and Class A drug cocaine, and she is now readying herself to discuss the crash. Following the crash, she pleaded guilty to drink driving, driving whilst disqualified and driving without insurance before being sent to complete her rehab course. She could now face jail. She has no driving license after being disqualified for 2 years in 2019, and has been banned from the road 6 times. Chair of the bench Julie Hutton gave Katy an interim driving ban, warning, "We regularly send people to prison for driving whilst disqualified."